Welcome to the third video in our series, Merchandising for Magicians. In the first, we looked at why you should do some form of back-of-the-room sales, and it's not just about the money. In the second, we learned some techniques to sell more, the how. And this time, we learned some ideas on what you could sell. Hi, Timothy Hyde here from MagicCoach.com, and this video series is a companion to our free ebook that you can download off the site, Multiply Your Merchandising. I wanted to give you a few ideas by showing you some of the things that we have successfully sold over the years and a few other things that you may be interested in. And over our years of nearly 40 years of performing, we've put some things together ourselves. We've collated some things from different sources and also purchased a few instant author type products. And the market for instant author books and pitch books is very big and it's very changeable, and so there's no way that I could give you a comprehensive overview, but I thought I'd just show you some of the things I have personally used myself. As I say, there's plenty of other resources listed in the ebook, and in our newsletter I mention new products on a regular basis. Now, back of the room sales is nothing new. Musicians and theatres have been doing it forever, and so have magicians. Here's a wonderful old Del back of the room item. It's a little card which is like a puppet. You put your fingers through to make the little puppet dance. And here's a souvenir booklet from the great Mr. Rooklyn. And at the front it has some bio information, and then in the middle he teaches a few magic tricks, and then at the back there's some horoscopes, so he's got all bases covered there. And more up to date, a couple of items from my good friend Raymond Crow the Unusualist. This one's a little book of hand shadows, and here the same sort of thing but done as a DVD, the Unusualist's scrapbook. So what have we done in the past? So the first thing that we put together was a bag of fun. A small gift bag that was filled up with various fun items, and the sort of things that we included, I've got some of them here. We love the finger trappers, the Chinese wallets, the fortune-telling fish, a bunch of plastic spiders, and of course some promo material, a photo or a postcard of us that they could get autographed as well, but also had our contact details on the back. And padding out a bag like that, we like to have a magic booklet. This one was the 102 Easy Magic Tricks that we got from Robbins. Very cheap, and the details about that are in the book that you can download. Now, a lot of this stuff can now be bought at party supply shops as well. The good thing about a bag of fun is that you can chop and change whatever you put in it. So as you source cheaper things or better things to include, you can just put those in as well. The other thing that is good about a bag of fun is that you can test out the market. You can put a bag together, even if you don't make any money out of it to start with, try it out at a few shows with a few different items, see if people are going to buy it, and if they do, and I'm sure they're going to, you can then expand and start making some money with it. So, start with a bag of fun. The next thing that we put together was a magic and fun activity book, and not that difficult to do these days. We did ours just at the start of desktop publishing, so we put it all together ourselves. But I'll just run through. It's 5 pages printed on each side, but the cover is coloured paper, still black ink, so it made it look good, but it wasn't any more expensive. And inside we have photos of us, we had some easy to learn magic tricks, we had some stunts like the upside down glass of water with a piece of cardboard underneath, how to get an ice cube out of a glass of water using string, and some optical illusions, some activities like colouring in, a join the dots page, some puzzle pages, a fan club page, a rules for magicians, a bio about Linda and myself, and also obviously contact information. We sold thousands of those. It was very cheap to print, but it was also, we sold it very cheaply. We just like churning them out. So that was a way of doing it yourself. Now there are a lot of instant author packages for tricks that you can buy, get your own name as the author, and I've listed a few that I know are very good in the book that you can download. Moving more upscale, you can get into DVDs. This was an instant author type product. There are several around for a DVD, a magic DVD. In the old days, I didn't have any video facilities, so I opted for a bought package. This is one that Paul Romhani from Vanish magazine put together, and it gets branded with your details and your contact information. Of course, once you've got the footage and the facility, you can put your own DVD together, and they are good sellers. For adult audiences, you can do some of the same things or slightly repackage some of that material and reframe it a little bit. Here's an audio cassette that was a great seller for us. Yep, audio cassette, remember those? This is called Whimsy. Take a whimsical journey with Timothy Hyde. I love stories and telling stories, and this was a collection of mine. It was professionally recorded with a music soundtrack and printed on the cassette, so it looked very smart. We actually printed the cover for the boxes and printed out some information on the stories and a little bio and contact information inside, just assembled it as we went. We didn't sell a huge number, but a little bit after each and every show was great. That then morphed obviously into a CD, and digital sales are now possible, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do that a little bit later. For adult audiences and theatres shows especially, we had developed this product, The Classics of Illusion and Delusion, which was a pack flat, but it was quite a special little combination. I'm just going to show you the contents just to give you some ideas. Obviously it had some instructions. There was a couple of pages of instructions and contact details. Then inside were the contents, but as you can see, all assembled. We could do it sitting around watching television or a movie, just stuff them in and take 20 or so to a show. We had the ultimate gag cards. You probably know these, the Pride and Joy and Picture of My Kids. The two-card Monty, we gave a very brief description of how to do the classic two-card Monty move, and it was a lot of fun. Predictable was a version of a mind-reading effect. There's the fortune-telling fish again. So same product as we sold in the Bag of Fun, but just spruced up a little bit, mounted on the card with a little bit of a story, just to give a little bit more oomph. Paris in the Spring, that well-known optical illusion, as is the old maid, young woman optical illusion. The mind control effect with the fingers. I didn't really explain how it worked, just I kind of set them up and said I could control your fingers, control your body. Disappearing pencil, so it's a variation on an old puzzle. Some promotional material, and the zebra puzzle, which was our version of the mule puzzle, and with the instructions for that sealed, or the solution sealed up in a card. A friend of ours did the cover for us, but many ways that you can get that done on Fiverr and things, getting something special done for the cover, and then obviously just printed on craft envelope, but it looked good. It was a little bit chunky, so people thought they were getting some good value, and they were. It was an excellent back of the rooms item for sale. The world of psychic entertainment has had a long and rich history in back of the room sales. I've already mentioned Robert Nelson in one of the earlier videos. You can get pitch books, tick sheets, lucky number booklets, astrology booklets. Richard Webster has a few, as does Doc Hilford. And here's a nice palmistry one that I got some time ago. It has my name as the author. It's professionally printed. It looks really good. And in the ebook that you can download, I list a few of the suppliers of things just like this. Digital downloads is also another area that many performers are exploring, either for books or videos or audio tracks. And all you need to carry are a few samples and the access codes, which is what you sell. And that can either be printed on paper or on a swipe card. A lot easier to cart those around than a whole lot of CDs. And quite a few comedians are doing this now. A couple of sources and places to look at: dropcards.com and gumtree.com. So that's just a few ideas to get you started in back of the room sales. please have a look at some of the resources listed in the ebook, and you can get this by following the links above or below in the description. And please subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more videos in the pipeline, both reviews and some tips and tactics to make you a better performer and to grow your magic business. My name's Timothy Hyde from magiccoach.com. I'll see you in the next video.